I'm so happy. I mean, I got to go to the Netherlands and premiere the film. This is the first time mainland Europe has seen the film, and it just feels really good. The audience stayed and asked really good questions, and they just seemed really engaged, and it was really nice.
Yeah, and is it your first time in the Netherlands, and specifically in the international film?
It's my first time in this city. I've been to the Netherlands before, but I'm very happy to be here.
Your first time, and you're here for a film festival, right?
Yeah, it is my first European film festival.
And you seem like you are experienced in like film festivals and all that. I saw the credentials, like Forbes, Times, The Guardian, I think. So like, did you get excited or nervous in front of the stage, or when you were here? Like, do you still get nervous or stressed?
I get a little bit nervous. I think always during the Q&A, it's so exciting, but I'm always nervous somebody's going to say something that I don't know the answer to, and I'm just going to be fumbling. It's really interesting how different regions react to different parts of the film, because it is a global film. So the people in Colorado have very different questions than the people in Florida, than the people in London, than the people here. So it was really fun hearing what people were more interested in here.
Is it positive and negative?
Well, all the feedback's been really positive, which has been great. I think just the questions here were more, people had done their research, which I thought was really cool, and I was really impressed by that.
Yeah, and I realized that there were so many interesting facts in the documentary / film, and I thought like maybe you are like a curious person, because it, I don't know, like catches the attention of the viewer. And I realized that not only like animal rights, facts about animals, or environmental facts, not only they were included, but also philosophical or even spiritual effects were felt, I feel like. So did you get affected by them, like during the process of the filmmaking, like not in environmental changes or climate, but like did it affected your approach, your philosophy regarding other fields to life?
Well, you have to make sure that people can understand what you're telling them. And that's one of the hardest things, because when you start to get really deep dive into a topic, you start to become an expert on that, and then you forget that some people don't know things. You know, like words like keystone species, like that rolls off my tongue now, but a lot of people don't even know what that means. So we had to stop and make sure that, take a minute, slow down, show this to people, make sure they understand what it is. So that's why we did use definition cards, and we do repeat a lot of topics, and it's because we want to make sure that things really sink in.
Yeah, it was. And I was really surprised that gorillas cried. Did you know that?
Oh my God, I didn't know anything. I mean, there's so much. This is fun for me because I'm learning as I go. I know how to be a filmmaker, and I've made films and documentaries on very different topics. I work in sports, I have movies on Netflix, I have comedies. So this is very different for me, and you learn so much. I didn't know a lot of stuff, and just learning how to love these animals makes you want to help them. And so, like, if you learn about them and watch them and understand them, then you're going to be so much more engaged in wanting to help them in the future.
Yeah, and it wasn't judging. Like, I didn't felt bad because I'm not a vegetarian or something, which was nice. And I feel like the main focus was like, I mean, I felt it, like the polarization. You know, sometimes it's too much between these people. We live in the same planet, but vegan, vegetarian people are sometimes too harsh to non-vegetarian, vegan people, and this conflict just continues. And this film made me feel like we are all human. We caused these problems, but we are the solutions as well. We found the solutions as well.
Exactly.
As you mentioned it in the documentary, which made me, like everyone else, hopeful, and I don't know, like it was like a middle ground, so it was really nice. Did you aim for this? Like,
yeah, we did. This film is about doing little things. You know, you go out and do something little. You don't have to go out and change your entire lifestyle, because it's probably not going to last, and then you're going to end up being annoyed anyway. And it's not about guilting somebody that does the wrong thing, but if you just make these little efforts and these little changes, if you just keep doing that, you'll end up seeing a positive end result. And that's what we're really trying to show people in this film, and that's how we were so lucky to get Meryl Streep involved, because, you know, this is like something that it's very attainable and it's very achievable, and you can see the results. Like, we talk about beavers being born in the UK for the first time in 400 years in the film, and now they've already had babies. So there's like, it's working. It's already working in real time. The 6 cheetahs that were born that we talk about in the film, they're grown up now and they're doing well. So like we've had some successes.
Yeah, it's amazing. And last question, you already mentioned Meryl Streep. Did you thought about her specifically while you were making the documentary film?
I did. It's the craziest thing. So I live in Hollywood. The last film I did get Helen Mirren, which I couldn't believe. And after narrating our film, she went on and narrated Barbie, which is the biggest movie ever or something. So Meryl Streep, I just had it in my head. I'm like, I just put it out there. I really want to get Meryl Streep. I really want to get Meryl Streep. And I know her agent, and I called and she agreed to do it. I couldn't believe it. Like, this doesn't happen where it's like, it was literally the first call I made and she agreed to do it. But I think it was something, number one, it was something that it was the right timing, but also two, this is a topic that people really care about. If you get somebody that's interested, who doesn't care about the environment and want to use their voice to help.
Yeah.
And so she used her voice to help, and I think it really does help.
I'm so happy for you, and thank you for sharing your film.
Thank you.